In what may be the hottest year in history, scientists have recorded radical changes to the permafrost in Antarctica.
The Pandora virus, a so-called giant virus with the largest genome size ever recorded.
The crabs also display increased aggression, even towards larger predators.
A striking new weather anomaly has claimed many coastlines around the world. NASA is examining these clouds to figure out...
We've detected large amounts of an organic composite. So far, the sample doesn't match any of the DNA records we've compared it with.
We all saw it. Those creatures coming out of the sea on that oil rig.
The president has declared a national emergency.
It's obvious that what we're dealing with here is a biological weapon. As of today, we are at war.
It's taking their minds. I saw them walk right into the sea. Thousands of people. Thousands.
The mist is gone, but the city is dead. The roads are broken. You must join one of the havens. Do not attempt to survive on your own.
Hello everybody and welcome. This is Phoenix Point Year 1. I'm Ryan with the MMG. We're taking a look at this. If you are an old school XCOM fan, then this is the game for you. It's made by the developer of the original XCOM game. It was a Epic exclusive for 1 year. Now that year is up, so you can find this game now on Steam, the Year 1 edition, on Steam and other retailers. This has got all the DLC that's been released over the past year when it was an Epic exclusive, and all the sort of tweaks and changes that are there. So this is the completed game as it is right now, and I'm excited. I've played it for about 4 hours or so. I've gotten to take a look at both the strategic and the tactical layer. I'm going to tell you right now, if you have played XCOM for any amount of time and enjoyed it, Phoenix Point is a fantastic evolution of that same model. So we're going to do a new game. Just veterans fine. We won't necessarily need the prologue or the tutorial. Oh, and then there was the DLCs there that flashed up there on the side. Go back, hit that left side of your screen, go back 5 seconds, take a look at it if you want to. There are currently 3 of them that are out. Living Weapon is one of them. Blood and Titanium is the other one, and I honestly can't remember the third one off the top of my head, and that's okay. But
the Phoenix Project was founded on October 24th, 1945. The Second War to end all wars was over. But there were those who understood that we could no longer afford to think in terms of nations and empires. For a time, the Phoenix Project successfully navigated the political conflicts of its era. That was our golden age. Phoenix Project operatives scoured the world for clues. We had bases in 24 countries. Even the heavens were not off limits. But out there, on the far side of the moon, began our downfall. The failure of the Phoenix 2 mission exposed us to our enemies in the UN. Stripped of resources and scattered to the winds, we were reduced to a secret, a memory. When the Pandora virus woke up, we should have been the first line of defense. When huge clouds of mist appeared over the sea, when people started vanishing, we should have figured out what was going on. And when those people started coming back, changed, hostile, alien, we should have been ready to fight, but we failed. The ecosystem started to change, imperceptibly at first, then faster and faster. 3 factions arose. New Jericho, trying to restore order and purity. Sanhedrin, hoping to build a world without hierarchies. And the Disciples of Anu, a new syncretic religion dedicated to adaptation and biological change. At war with the world and at odds with each other, these factions cannot find a way forward. Now the mist is returning and armies are rising from the sea. Without the Phoenix Project, humanity will fall. It's time.
So that's the gist of what's happening here. We are a super secret military installation that is now trying to rebuild the world after this virus has wiped it out. This is the strategic layer. You see, it's the globe. Our base now, this time, is in Africa. Last time I was down here in Mexico, so it's nice to see that is procedurally generated, sort of randomly placed. We have our Manticore, which is our ship, and we currently have 5 soldiers. They're down here. So a sniper, and some assaults, or some troopers maybe. let's see, assaults and a heavy. So this is our current base as it stands right now. You know, your engineering or fabrication plant. We've got a generator, so you got to do power management. We've got our vehicle bay, research to do research and so forth. So jumping in here right away, we're going to go ahead and start the research. It's only going to take 13 hours for atmospheric analysis. There's that good. We're going to take a look at our people. So our people don't have enough equipment to actually fill themselves up, right? Is that what we're seeing? So their armor, they've got class-specific armor. They're going to gain skill points individually, and then as a team, they'll get some accumulated. So we got space. So let's see. Sniper's going to be further in the back. Let's go just give you a first aid kit. Let's give you some ammunition because you already have a grenade. Let's give you some ammunition. You already have a grenade, ammunition. And then let's give you ammunition and a grenade. And then maybe an extra grenade. Let's go back and give one of those guys another healing kit. Not that I think we'll need it, but it's there. Okay, so that is our current lineup. And just like the old XCOM, which is one of my favorite things about it, I used to name your soldiers, you know, so you name them after your friends, you know. So a little bit of Eric from the MMG, a little bit of Will from the MMG. Because my daughter's in the room. Let's see. I guess I should have checked genders here, but I think it's 2020. They can be whatever they want. Yeah. So there's just my daughter's in the room, so we'll go Zoe MMG. There we go. And you can edit them, and there's some, you know, customization you can do and so forth as you get further into the game, make them look different, armor, so forth. These are your resources that you have. Your food resource drops because the number of soldiers that you have. These are basically your crafting materials and your tech resources for building some high-tech items. So that's sort of the gist down here. Research is already going. We can rebuild all the things we already know. Ammo and stuff is instantaneously, but again, uses some of those resources. Guns and stuff will take a matter of hours. And then diplomacy, we have not. We gotta click through here. Let's go explore something with our ship. We're gonna explore this quickly. This is the geoscape. Again, if you've played XCOM, you already know what it looks like from way back. They've gotten away from it a little bit in the current iterations, but this definitely feels like the old one. So Dreamers Awaken, Fort Fahrenheit. Fort Fahrenheit is a haven run by New Jericho, which is the sort of high-tech freedom, ultra, I don't want to say capitalist, but it sort of feels that way, led by one man, Jeremiah West. So this means normally things are quiet and under control, but right now there's an emergency. A group of soldiers are on a killing spree. It began with the strange dream voices in the herd, heard at night. Local doctor tells our operatives, but it could not detect any psychological change. There's certainly no sign of infection, and their behavior simply can't be explained by PTSD or similar conditions, which New Jericho is sadly quite familiar with. Because they're like the space marines of the world if you play Warhammer, and it's kind of how I see them as. But we had to stop the soldiers. If we stop them, they'll get them. So we have the choice now to either go do it or not. We're going to start the mission. We're going to use all the soldiers we currently have. And we're going to load. So load. The weight of the armor, I'm going to disable hints. Yes, there is an encumbrance. There's durability within the weapons as well. Uh-oh. I'm already moving. Didn't mean for that to happen. I was going to use these to look around. So this is our map. A red line defines the border of play, which I always like to sort of, you know, take a look at to get an idea where we're going. These are our extraction points. And then sometimes you'll see like red enemy markers where that's sort of the reinforcement points. So you have 4 action points currently in this. And I don't know if that will go up or down. I've only played about 3 hours. I've got some guys at level 4 or so, and at the time it's still 4. The old XCOM, that really didn't ever change anything, so I'm assuming it's going to remain constant. And then you have willpower points. Willpower points allow you to use some special abilities, like... There you go. Recover will points, Recover will points equal to half willpower at the end of this character's turn. It's because you can do some things with your willpower points that maybe we don't have yet.
I can make a difference.
Let's check and see. This person normally does. Nope.
I'm prepared.
Oh, this. Your jet jump will actually cost you 2 willpower points to do. And that's something the heavy can do because his movement's a little stunted. So we're just going to go and enter in here. You're going to have to forgive me. I've not done these starting missions since I've started my campaign. And I am going to be playing fairly aggressively. Just in order to sort of keep things moving along. This is not a tutorial. I'm not a professional player. I know I look like I play one on television, but that's not true. So we're just going to move everybody into this room. We're going to work outward.
Let's go.
And our 2 guys in the back are going to be exactly that. I probably should have left that guy on the outside. He could have jump jetted somewhere else. So here we go. This is going to use all of our particular AP points. So we're going to end our turn. We're going to get some. We're going to hear some people moving around, which is going to give us a direct idea which directions to go. That guy's going to come right into us. He's going to then turn and run away. Going to get a shot off. Of course, he shot me. I think my character. We see him going that direction, heading in the showers. I mean, he got a lot of movement. I don't. Oh, because 2 guys. I get it now. So this guy here is going to. He's going to run in over here, try to get a flanking shot. Flanks, to me, are still important. They're not indicated like they are in some of the other versions of XCOM, but now that the door is open, we should be able to get him. Oh, he is more powerful than we are. He has a skill that allows him to fire back. So, he's going to go right there. Use cover the door and take a shot. I should have showed you the. I'll do that this time. The free aim. Oh, wow! Now it's got a bleeding effect on her. And of course, she's one of the ones that does not have the healing potion. So you're just gonna wait, confirm. Okay. Where's the sniper? There's the sniper. Okay. So we're going to use some free aim here. We're going to zoom in. You can actually hit specific parts of the body that have different effects depending on what they're doing. You can slow them down. We're going to go directly for the old torso hit because we don't need as much damage as what that would necessarily give us, and better chance to get it possible. This is 93 regardless. So there we go. Tango down. Just wait there. You actually have a med kit, so we're going to move you over here beside her. We're going to then click on 2. We're going to click on the med kit. We're going to see that she's highlighted. We're going to hit confirm. We're going to end that bleeding. And then give 80 points. So that's pretty good. And then he can actually move up, but I don't know that I want him to. Do I want him to move up? I want him to move over here. We have the heavy still to go. So save the extra action point. Save your extra action point. The heavy is going to go right here.
I'll be right there.
And then we're going to use my favorite skill from the old XCOM, which is Overwatch. You can actually hit your own people, so I want to make sure that I'm just aiming at that door. Looks pretty good. Yeah, so everyone is out of action points. Yes, we're going to end our turn. Oh, the door's closed. I didn't mean for the doors to close. I thought they would stay open. Is this guy going to come and get a shot? Okay, so we got a guy pretty much outside this window that I can't see. I got a guy in here. Let's see. Let's go here first. We're going to open the door. We're going to see him. And we're going to... How much can we see of him? Can we... Yeah, we can get a torso shot. We can get an arm shot. Let's try the torso shot. There we go. 6 armor damage. Next guy, which is me. When you have line of sight to somebody, I'm see if I can't get it. And then can shoot, which is not there. Okay, let's try somebody else. You've already gone. You've already gone. There you go. One more guy to go. See how that line connects the target to, you know, the soldier to the target, essentially. Can I get there? It's going to take... So let's go ahead and get in a position that has a little more cover, just in case they fire back.
All I need is a clear
We're just going to shoot.
Oh, that was not nice of you.
And of course they can fire back and kill me. Oh. Oh, that's not good. Who did I kill? I can't tell. It's not... Okay, so let's see. Will's here. I'm here.
What's our plan?
Zoe's here.
What's our plan?
I killed Eric. That makes sense. That makes sense. Sorry, Eric. You're dead, my friend. We're going to move back over here. I can't get line of sight, so again, we're going to use that Overwatch, making sure that I don't hit that side of the door. And then we're going to go. Oh, I didn't move myself yet. I wonder if I can get another Overwatch going. Without... well, he's kind of in that, isn't he? Alright, we'll give it a shot. I have faith we won't shoot each other. Oh, and the door's shut. I forgot about that too. Just learned that last time. Still didn't work. Good, they missed. See if this guy comes in from the outside. Yep. See if he's going to miss too. Just created a barrel for this poor soldier to be stuck in. And well, let's go in and get him out, shall we?
Receiving loud and clear.
Okay, this is a high damage weapon, so we're going to go for the guy that's not hurt at all. It goes against my normal plans of taking out the weakest gun, because a gun is still a gun, even if the guy only has one hit point, but we were able to do that masterfully. That's going to be the whole mission. So granted, this is a tutorial mission, sort of get stuff started. Probably shouldn't have lost Eric there, but playing a little bit in a rush just sort of show what's up. Got Will and Zoe both leveled up 1 point, and our skill point pool gained 6. So each of these soldiers are going to gain 10. You see how this all works. Let's go back to the geoscape. I'll show you how the leveling up works, and then we'll call it a day. Because at this point, you either know you want this or you don't. If you want me to play more of this game, then by all means, just like and comment the video and let us know. Eric there will tell me. The boss man will tell me, hey, people like that video. Will you do some more? And I'd be happy to do so. So we're going to learn a little bit about Tobias West.
Disappeared. It seems to be the defining pattern of your history.
Pause that and read that if you would like to, but we sort of learned that he is
that is why I did not
a challenging person to work with, but they do appreciate us. The attitude went up by 4 and gave us 350 materials. You see that one grew up there on the top of the screen. Our Manticore now is going to fly back to the base, but we also have these other unexplored sites which would show the other diplomacy pieces. There is a religious faction, you saw that in the opening scene, and another faction that has sort of adopted that as a philosophy. We can research New Jericho, we can reverse engineer the Bulldog, which is what I want to do because I like that. We'll throw that in there. It's going to take a day and 14 hours. This is all very similar mechanics. Like if you have played any XCOM at all, you're going to feel very at home here. If you haven't played XCOM at all, this is a fantastic game to start with as well. And then if you love it and you like it, then by all means, reach out there and do some of that XCOM. I said we was going to level up, so let's do that. This is the individual soldiers' skill points. This is the group skill points that can be used by all. You can use skill points to improve your individual attributes, your strength, your willpower, and your speed. You can also use them to increase your skills. So as an assault soldier, the first skill that they can buy for 10 points is dash, which I'll do. And then I got 20 left. So, you know, Will's speed is already 14. So it costs the most to add up or to build up. His strength is already 18, costs 9. Let's go ahead and build up his willpower. And then we got enough to do 1 strength. And then there we go. So that's that. We do not have proficiency with these things yet because we're researching them. But we can then go to the next soldier that has leveled up, which is Zoe. We'll confirm dash for her. We'll give her... She didn't earn as many skill points, so she's got that. And then this is my favorite part, right? Welcome back, Eric. And honestly, I think he would be happy to be a heavy, big gun kind of guy. That's what he's playing in the Star Wars MMO that we were looking at. So I think he'd feel pretty good about that. So there's that. This is Phoenix Point Year 1 with all of the current bells and whistles that the game has, all under one particular banner. If you're interested, like I said, check it out.